Okay, hi everyone. I thought I would give a quick demonstration of the SharpSky Client software that I've written. So I've started with the SharpSky hardware, so that was the PIC design with its associated firmware, and then an ASCOM compliant driver. I then started looking around at software for controlling focus, and I've been using Images Plus and it's absolutely fine. Works really well, and I know other people are using things like Focus Max, Maxim DL and all that sort of business. I just wanted a simple piece of software, really, because I focus using a mask still at the moment, and I wanted a simple piece of software that would allow me to manage my filter focus points for narrowband filter set and LRGB filter set. And I looked around, and I'm sure that that's available in commercially available software. I just didn't particularly want to buy a piece of software just to do that, so I just have taken it upon myself to write a client which hopefully will do the job. So, and I thought maybe other people might find it useful. So yeah, here we go. I'll give a little demonstration. Never annotated software like this before, so do the best I can. So here's the client executable. Now this is the first time I've run it in a fresh directory to show what happens when you do that. So if we invoke it, to double click, so I get this initial pane saying that the setup profile is not currently available, because it's the first time we've run it. So, and as you can see, so if I so that's okay. It's just warning me that it's going to create a directory and it's going to create a file. I thought that was a good idea. So click OK. We can actually see that it's generated the directory up here with the profile file inside. Okay, so this is the look of the client. And normally I would be connecting this to my SharpSky actual hardware profiler and my driver, but I thought for the purposes of this demonstration I would use the ASCOM focus simulator. So right, let's do it then. So hit connect. So I say normally I'll be selecting that, but I'll select the simulator. All the buttons come to life to show you that it's connected, and also the status pane at the bottom says connected to the focus simulator. This is the main focus pane here, focus control. You've got 3 buttons allowing you to go coarse out, medium out, fine in, medium in, coarse in, and the number of steps associated with coarse, medium and fine are described in these 3 boxes here. So coarse is in this 100 steps, medium 50 steps, fine 10 steps. You've got an absolute position window, so currently the focus is sitting at an absolute position of 25600. That just happened to be the last position I left it in. There's also a direction reverse button should your motor be mapped or mounted in the other way round. So going clockwise rather than anti-clockwise, then you can hit the direction reverse and out becomes in and in becomes out. Okay, so alright, let's just do let's move the focuser around a little bit just to show it working. So at the moment we're at 25600, so if I hit course in, it goes to 25700, and so does the simulator. Up another 100, back 100, back to where we started, up 50, back 50, up 10, back 10. So pretty straightforward. Okay, so this is, I'll now attempt to describe what this software is supposed to do. So let's just say we've got a luminance filter currently in position in the scope. I personally would pick a luminance filter because it's quick and easy to focus with, and it sounds like a sensible reference point. So let's assume we focus our luminance filter, and we've nailed our luminance filter focus point at 25600. So at that point we hit load. Transfers the reference point 25600 to the reference position box. The load lock comes on automatically to stop us accidentally overwriting it, so we can't accidentally reload it until we detick this box. So let's leave it ticked because we don't want that is our reference point. So now we need to set up our remaining filters. So let's say our next filter was, say, a high alpha filter. So we go up here, high alpha filter. Okay, now my particular high alpha filter tends to focus at about 900 steps positive or plus of the luminance filter. So for the purposes of the simulation, let's just notch this up 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 900 steps. Obviously, in reality, you'd actually focus the high alpha filter, just assume that it's focused at 25600. Okay, so you can come over to here, take off the set lock. I've included a set lock so you don't accidentally overwrite your filter offsets, in the same way you don't want to accidentally overwrite your reference position. So before you can set a position, you uncheck the set lock, hit set, and now what the software's done is it's transferred the relative offset between the reference position, which was the luminance, and the current absolute position, which is where we focused our high alpha. The difference was plus 900, and it's transferred that into the filter offset box and recheck the set lock so we can't accidentally overwrite the filter offset. Okay, so if we want to go back to our luminance position, it's really simple. Our luminance position, remember, is at 25600. That was our reference point. So if we want to go back there, we hit go, and our focus simulator is saying 25600 luminance filter. Now if we want to focus our high alpha filter, assuming that there's no mechanical slippage or mechanical problem, we want to advance the focuser by 900 steps, and it's a digital focuser, so 900 steps is 900 steps. It should return us to exactly the same position. So if we hit go on the high alpha filter, then the absolute position is now 26500. The focus simulator is saying 26500, and we should be at our high alpha focus point, or within a few steps of it, pretty close anyway. Obviously you would probably want to quickly recheck it. I would anyway. I'd recheck it, and it might require a tiny little tweak, but it might not. I think it's probably always advisable to recheck your focus filter, no matter what focus mechanism you're using. Okay, so if we wanted to do another filter, say, I don't know, let's just say filter B. Now let's return to our, so I've returned to the luminance filter. Let's just say, for argument's sake, this particular filter, filter B, focuses in the opposite direction. So we'll medium out 1, 2, 3, 150. We've gone the other way. Take off the set lock, hit set. We're now at minus 150. Set lock comes back on again. So we can go here for our reference position. We're now at the luminance filter point. We can say 25600. You can say go on our high alpha filter. We're at 26500, which is our high alpha filter point. Or we can hit, we don't have to go back via luminance, we just hit go on the filter B. We're now at 25450, which is 150 below our reference position. And you can set all your filters up like that and name them, and just literally go from one filter to another, or back to your luminance in whichever order you want, and it will just move to the appropriate position with respect to the reference point. Okay, so that's sort of the filtering side of it. What else? Oh yeah, you can see this little box here with profile on. I've provided 5 profiles. I can add more. I don't know why, I just picked 5 for the sake of 5. All these filter offsets, the names, the coarse, medium and fine step sizes, and this profile description box. So we could put spell profile A in that one. We can move, if we move to our second profile, you notice everything is fresh, so we can call this filter cat, this filter dog, for want of better words, and put in some arbitrary text here. You can put carriage returns in, describe your hardware. If Go back to the first profile. We've got what we were doing in our first profile with the high alpha and filter B. We can go to a second profile and we've got the cat and dog filter and the arbitrary text. So you can describe your hardware, what optical chain you were using, what scope, what type of focuser, what camera you had fitted, whatever, date, anything you want in that text box. I think you can pretty much type as much as you want in there, and it's all remembered. So if we were to disconnect, kill the application, re-invoke, notice this time we don't get the little warning box because it's already been run once and therefore the setup file is already present. Connect, pick the simulator, okay. Those are high alpha filter and filter B on profile 0. Go to profile 1, we've got our filter cat, filter dog and our arbitrary text. And you can do that for all 5 profiles, and fingers crossed, hopefully everything will just work fine and it will remember. I would probably, well, I personally would still write down in a book, my little sort of shed book, the filter offsets, just in case. I mean, you don't know what's going to go on. You know, it is a computer after all. It is software. It could fold or something could go wrong. I'd still write down the offsets just to be sure, just as a non-computerized way of recording them. But yeah, so that's about it really. I don't know whether other people will find this useful. I think I'm going to find it useful, which is why I wrote it. So if other people find it useful, that's great. Feedback, really value any feedback. Anything you want to add, take away, any fundamental problems you can see with it, then please just let me know, and I can fix it. Not a problem. Okay, disconnect. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope somebody will find it usable. Cheers. Take care.